And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's market reflection. It's Tuesday, January the 10th. My name is John. Thanks for trusting me with your time. Hopefully you had a good trading day today. I found today to be a little bit kind of slow and pretty much done early in the session today. I don't know about you, but much like Spencer, I'm hoping you all at least stayed safe today. Market seems to be waiting for the new information due out in the CPI number on Thursday. The E-mini S&P closed up 27 points today. Of course, this is unofficial, 0.6%. The NASDAQ up 95 points today, up 0.8%. The Dow up 177 points today, up 0.5%. The markets were able to eke out some positive outcomes today after really a decent push away from higher highs yesterday, highs above the balance areas. We're going to see those very shortly as we get into the reflection of what happened today. Crude oil settled at 75.12, up about 49 cents, 0.66%. As far as the Fed speak today, we did have Fed Chair Powell speaking early today. He did not discuss, as we kind of expected, did not discuss any U.S. economy or prognosis of any monetary policy. The one Fed that did speak today, Bowman, I thought his comments were very vanilla, just innocuous to shaking things up in the markets at all, it seems. The World Bank today estimated the U.S. GDP growth will be 0.5% in 2023. That's down from a forecasted 2.2% and apparently is representing the lowest non-recession performance since 1970. I remember 1970. Bell bottoms were pretty cool, but I'm not really into that GDP. So, want to say thanks to everybody for coming to Make Hogue Money today. It was a good session. We had a couple of really nice trades, thanks to my brother, and thanks to Travis, who was also with me speaking today, which was very nice. I thought it was a good session. We had a few laughs, and we made a little money for Old Hogue here, which you can use because we did have to put in a new furnace in the house yesterday. I hate that when that happens, but these things do happen, so you got to be prepared for them. At least maybe we'll support the durable goods orders for this month. As always, make sure you hit the lucky like button. Share, comment, question, feedback, heckling, and love are always welcome on the reflection. I'm hoping that you did have a good day. George, good to see you. Lacey is laying right behind me. She's been a very lazy dog today. It's been a nice day outside. I've had her outside pretty much almost all day today. It's 48 degrees here in Chicago. It feels like spring is here, but it's only January, so I know I should probably be selling up here at 48 and buying it back when it gets down around 0 sometime in February. Seems too nice to be true, so I'm going to not believe it. Although I'm going to enjoy it today, get out and get a little fresh air. If you've got some decent weather, some decent temperatures, do the same. I'm going to take the dog for a nice long walk while it's nice and warm outside. See, in Chicago, we think 48 degrees is warm. I probably see people out there in shorts. Probably maybe not in Florida, but in Chicago after it's been down to 0, 48 sure seems warm. Good afternoon. Yes, George, Spencer. Hope you all stayed safe today as well. Vince, good afternoon. I hope you had a good day. ZK, good afternoon after losing day. I had a losing day after being in the green all morning. I need to work on not being mad at myself for my trades, but just learn from them. Good idea, ZK. As long as the trades you were taking were in your process, hopefully that process over time is going to continue to pay you. Looking forward to your success. JM, praise to your nearly century-long trading experiences I heard earlier. Yes, my good friend Dan likes to rib me a little bit. I've been around the block a few times, and that's okay. Josiah, thoughts on back-to-back days of breaking both sides of the initial balance? Josiah, I was thinking about that earlier, and as I said on the forecast today, we started watching to see how often one extreme of the initial balance remains the same. Remains the high of the low of the regular trading hour session. And I said the market loves to make a liar out of me. The one thing about the IB, and when the market trades out both sides of the initial balance, there is a tendency for the market to remain range bound. We're going to see this on the chart. We're going to talk about this when we take a look at the S&Ps here. And range bound, I think, is really how we are handling this possible breakout above balance, possible rejection above balance, balancing that with the CPI on Thursday. That is an excellent question, Josiah, and I'm going to remember to discuss that when we get to the charts here, which won't be very long. Frederico, Hagel Matters, good to see you. Mike Fries made lots of learning P&L. There you go. The Rooster down 307 today. Not a great first day in the funded account. Well, it sounds like you managed your risk well, Rooster. Tomorrow is another day. Don't carry today's performance with you to tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day, new opportunities. Just make sure that you're doing your homework, thinking about context, thinking about finding good areas of risk management. Looking forward to seeing you succeed. We really want to see this, Rooster. Don't put that pressure on yourself. I know there's enough pressure already, but just start tomorrow from zero. That's what I do every day, no matter if I've had a good day or a bad day the previous day. I start from zero and try and think fresh. 3909.95. Nice kickoff close, 65.7. Not sure what that all means. 3909. JT Kirby, hey, chart language, 22,000 today. My goodness. That's a good day. Frederico only. Good make hook money day this morning, and your brother and I called that 34 level on the ES for a big dump. Yeah, you did. Chart language, peeps, I had a terrible day, but I grinded back to profit, 7K. But it took down 1,400, then down 100, then up 7K. So ended strong. Oh, yes. Yeah, Jordan, that was quite the game last night, right? My brother, Randolph, texted me. He's like, are you watching this? And I said, actually, no, I wasn't. I was listening to a book. But quite the game from what I understand. All right, let me get a sip of water here. Let's take a look at these charts. Some of these markets really did not offer good opportunities or any real opportunities. Gold, the euro, 10-year, crude oil. Was an inside day in extended trading hours. Okay, now we've got 3 solid points of contact on this bottom trend line. I've been kind of moving this trend line a little bit around as to where it belongs, and now we've got 1, 2, 3 solid points of contact. So now we can lean on this one a little bit more. It was kind of up here earlier because we had 1, 2, 3 points of contact, several points of contact here, but we had looked below it. Now we've looked below it in regular trading hours, and we've got contact here and contact here. So I'm gonna kind of be thinking about looking at this as this new trend line tomorrow. Kind of thinking about the idea that we are putting in a bear flag. If we take out and accept below this trend line, then maybe we can see this market continue to move to the downside down near $70, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. All right. Okay, here's the S&Ps. This is the 30. Here's the daily. Okay, still attempting to find a degree of acceptance above this level. We had the late spike. We opened below it. We did not necessarily see acceptance of lower pricing. Anything can happen. Here's the 30-minute chart. So here's that late spike. We opened below it. We didn't really see that much of a move to the upside. Although, again, we did see the market extend both sides of the initial balance, yesterday as well. When we take a look at what the daily is doing, we are, let's see here. So Friday's move to the upside, extension and rejection yesterday, overnight low to a high volume node from the Friday session. Today, our high back inside value, but no value area special situation play. We never did have the opportunity to see price get that much into value from yesterday and find acceptance. What do we have now? Here's our late spike from yesterday. And we got a late spike today too, don't we? Depends on, I think, where settlement is, but we're going to look at this as a late spike to the upside. The value area low from yesterday was resistant until the final 30 minutes where we did see some continuation. So what does that mean? What does it mean that we've had 2 days in a row where the initial balance has extended both sides of the range? Here we have it here. Here's the range extension. Here's the range extension. It means that the market is seeking new business but not successful in getting to it. It's range bound. When we see an initial balance that gets extended on both sides relatively early in the session, that tells me, all right, we are range bound for the rest of the day. So with both sides of the initial balance extended yesterday, both sides of the initial balance extended yesterday, this market is probing away from value, but unsuccessful in getting away from value. $39, $40, $75. So yeah, we've got a close in the late spike. So this late spike exists. It lives. Let's see how we open tomorrow. But, one of the things my brother said, it looks like it's going to be barcoding all day today. Did it barcode? Yeah, pretty much. Finally, a little range extension to the upside at the end of the day. To me, it's kind of barcoding. Range bound. Josiah, that was a really, really good question. Market is probing but unsuccessful in leaving value. NASDAQ Similar, but different. Got to put the profile on here so we know what's regular trading hours. There we go. Late spike again. Rejection of weekly kickoff high. Looks like we're going to be heading for another opportunity. The highs today up against value low from yesterday. Again, no successful value area special situation play for us today. Value, okay, opened below the spike. We actually didn't even have a spike here in the NASDAQ. Or, yeah, we did, didn't we? Yes, we did. So, again, late spike rejection. Is market stronger than we think? Kind of weak high here. Let's look at gold. Gold attempted to continue its upside move. It was an inside extended trading hour day. Not tremendous continuation, but continuation nonetheless. Look how weak the volume has gotten. We need new business to continue this upside move, or we are headed for balance or a pullback. Look at this. Well, we were looking for balance. We have balance. Inside regular trading hours range also. Support at last week's high. What's it all mean? Well, stay tuned to as the market turns. Take a look at the euro. Same situation. Last week's high, weekly kickoff high, finding support there. But just kind of maintaining balance, maintaining acceptance of higher pricing over time, but no momentum. You see what happened with open interest today. We'll discuss that tomorrow morning. And the 10-year coming off again. Opportunity, a little thin for the opportunities. Opening the gap, closing the gap. Last week's high resistant, support, resistant, support, resistance. What do we do in nat gas? So we had a potential breakout of a bear flag. Contact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 points of contact, acceptance below, continuation. Last week's low looked a little bit cheap. What the heck? I got Lacey growling under me now. She's asleep though. She's so cute. Rusty Golfer, it's good to see you. Chart language. I've hit over 20,000 4 times now. It is on my shorts videos on YouTube. Yes, big profits are good, and keeping them is even better. Even better. So there's something really kind of important that happened on this day in history. January 10th, 1901, a drilling derrick in Beaumont, Texas produces an enormous gusher of crude oil. I think that was Jed Clampett. I think that was his farm. So we discovered oil in Texas, and it has been the main source of power for the rest of the world. was one other thing. Nope. A couple of things in music, though. Today's Jim Croce's birthday. There's my guy Jim Croce right there, one of my faves. He left us way too early on a plane crash in September of 1973. Today's Rod Stewart's birthday. Good happy birthday to Rod. Ainsley Dunbar was a drummer for Journey and Whitesnake. Donald Fagen, if you know Donald Fagen, the voice of Steely Dan, also had some pretty good solo stuff as far as I'm concerned. Michael Schenker. It's Michael Schenker's birthday today. Guitar player for UFO. That's the only ones that I recognize. And it's going to be about all the fun I can come up with here. Yes, Texas T. Frederico. James chopped up a bit on my first trading day in the combine. Minor loss of $200. Just let it go. Start from zero tomorrow, James. Yeah, Steely Dan was great. They were great. Great studio band. I loved them. Their album, the vinyl, Asia, just sounded better than everything else. At the time, it was just an amazing feat. Remember, Elon Musk is the creator of Bitcoin. Not as far as I heard. I don't know. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Just ask my wife. All right, folks, let's get ready for tomorrow. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Say a prayer for peace. Say a prayer for all of us. And we'll see you in the morning, 7:45 for the market. Market prep. Tomorrow is the late session for Make Hogue Money, and it's also group coaching. If you have questions, group coaching is a great place to go. So I look forward to seeing you. Get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning.